I have no idea how that was off right there. You probably can hear me now, right? Can you hear me now? No idea why this one thing was clicked off. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No idea how that one thing was hit. Test, 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 test. Can you hear me now? I'll wait for another second here till I get something back on it. But it looked like, for some reason, the microphone, which I never touched that button in my life. Boom, there we go. All right. All right. Audio now. Come on now. Now we got to re-kick it here. No idea. I get sabotaged sometimes. Too hot right now. Too hot. Oh, man. Haven't had that problem in a while. Let's go, man. Let's kick it off.
Let's get this bad boy started today.
Come on now. Now I got to go through all the vibes again and get things right. Start playing some music right now. Get that money out there. You hear it? Yeah, come on. In the ears. In the ears. I don't know who sabotaged me today. It's all good. Hopefully it won't happen again. It's been a couple weeks since the sound was jacked to start, but we're ready. We're kicking it off. We'll be here. We'll break everything down. It's Major League Baseball. You know the drill. Afternoon action. I'm thinking about putting together something for the afternoon and then for the night, because there are some pitchers I do want to fade and certainly get after. Welcome, everybody, into the chat box. We can hear now. We're ready. We're here and ready to challenge. I was going over the false flag games for yesterday, which you guys didn't hear apparently. Day number 1, we tracked it was 3-3 for plus $208 because you had a massive plus 300 price on the Colorado Rockies. Yesterday, it actually went 1-2. Lost on Washington plus 238. Lost on San Diego plus 116, but won the Diamondbacks at plus 122. So only one game today on really that report. And you know which game it is again, guys? It's Arizona and it's Milwaukee. Crismatt and Quintana. And it tells you to take Arizona, or at least the money is telling you to take Arizona again today. So we'll go the 28th, and I will write down again the Diamondbacks. And price point across the board. We'll call it here. FanDuel opened up 168 down to 158. Let's call it, let's get an average in here. We'll go 164. Plus 164 on the Diamondbacks today, and we'll track that to see where it is. But plus 208 minus 78, we'll see where it lands today on this point right now. So interesting stuff. Good card out today. A lot of fadeable pitchers that we can get down with. So if we look at the pitchers card, top of the card, again, only 13 pitchers on my card today that I've tracked over the last 60 days with at least 20 innings pitched. Garrett Crochet is at the top of the card. Braxton Ashcraft is at the top of the card. Kate Povich, Logan Webb, and Shota Imanaga. Bottom of the card, guys, you actually have that same matchup because I hit a, easy yesterday. And again, some things like Seager was absolutely money yesterday, by the way. Absolutely money. Harper does have a big fly tonight. On the early line, if you watch me on the Sports Grid Network today, my best bet, which has been on fire in the morning, is Bryce Harper 2 bases tonight at a minus 130 price. So you might be able to cash that one in. But bottom of the card today, Will Warren, Davis Martin, Cal Quantrill, Kyle Freeland, and Miles Michaelis. Now we just have to determine what makes sense. Now also, I sent a tweet out yesterday, which I was going to explain to the method to my madness from yesterday, which I want to go over just before we hit these games and let these go here. Some of the scores, oh man, look at those blowouts. Like the 3 plays I had yesterday, which again, let me just make sure I have these numbers correct. It was minus 114. I had the Toronto Blue Jays, team total over 2.5. They had scored 9 runs yesterday. I had the Texas Rangers, team total in an alt, took over 2.5 runs. They scored 20 yesterday. I had the New York Mets, team total over 2.5 on an alt against the Phillies. They scored 6, bludgeoned everything. So you might say, like, Donnie, some days you're taking all of these team totals straight and then maybe pairing them up. Yes, I do that. But also things have to make some sense. Like yesterday coming into the Toronto game, I thought they would absolutely hammer Simeon Woods-Richardson. But understand this. Simeon Woods-Richardson hasn't pitched a month in Major League Baseball. I'm just using my head. It was bad in 30 days. Went to the minors, wasn't very good. Returned back to the majors against a really good hitting team. That's why I didn't take that total for the full game, which would have been 4.5. Just took it at 2.5. Blew it right out of the water. Then we take a look a little bit later at the Texas game. And you say, well, Donnie, why didn't you take, Texas ended up scoring 20 runs in that game. Jack Kohanowitz also just returning back to Major League Baseball. He's a bad pitcher, but sometimes you want that full 60 days in there. I didn't have it, but I still thought they would score runs, but wasn't 100% sure they would drop a 20 spot on my guy. So, hence the 2.5. Then the New York Mets. That was when I said, well, you know what? It does make some sense. There was a couple metrics I didn't like, but the Mets are hot at the plate right now. And sooner than later, Taijuan Walker was going to put money in my back pocket, and he finally did yesterday. So that's the reason why. Normally, we would have taken all three of those straight and went 3-0 last night. But alt team total them still went 1-0, and they covered all easily. Didn't have to sweat any of these games in any situation. But that's the reason why I didn't have that. So sometimes you have to come up with like that method to the madness of saying, Donnie, why don't you do things? It's well thought out on my side. We're not just throwing darts here on a night-to-night basis. Could have went 3-0, went 1-0, but was fine with it. Because beggars can't be choosers at the end of the day. Like, that's what you like. Oh, I loved it. No, you didn't love it. That's why I would have taken it all straight, but I didn't. All team total parlay minus 114. Bing, bang, boom. Cashed in those tickets. Let's get to the card today and see where some of these numbers are. 105 start coming up in about an hour. That's Boston and Baltimore, Crochet versus Povich. Totals 8 across the board. Heavy favorite for Boston. Crochet I have listed as my best pitcher on the card. ERA 2.47 over the past 60 days. XFIP 2.41. Sierra number 2.72. He's been elite. So obviously we're not going to look at Baltimore go with a fade spot here. Cade Povich on the other side. Get this. His last 60 days, a 5 ERA, but a 3.36 XFIP and a Sierra of 3.41. He's actually been decent. So I look at this and say, is there a chance they get 9 runs early in this game? Yeah, there is. I'm not betting that, though. Nope. No way, shape, or form. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. Switch around my monitors here so at least I can have it in front of my face. I don't have to look to the left. Working out really well today. Love it. A couple people watching on Kick. A lot of people watching on YouTube right now. I don't get the streaming numbers anymore for X, but they've been routinely in the hundreds. That's where we do most of the broadcasting. But hey, at least we're sounding good right now. Can get it through. I have no idea how the show opened up with a muted microphone on the screen itself because everything was perfect. Numbers were coming through for me. Doesn't matter. We're ready to go. Arizona and Milwaukee. Chris Matt's on the mound here today, and I don't have 20 innings pitched for him over the past 60 days. Jose Quintana, I do. He comes in midway on the card about 8th. 3.35 ERA, 4.59 XFIP number, which is high. Sierra number 4.64, which is high. Like, Arizona should hit today. I'm not going to take that game, though. I just don't like the matchup overall, and all the metrics that I need to see aren't there with Jose Quintana. But he should get bounced today. He should. He really should. Let's see how I could do. Let's see these kick streams where they get loaded up. Let me just go to my own chat. Let me see if I can scroll down and boot these people. Let's go block there. Okay. All right. That's me talking there. Where else we got? Let's go down. We'll see this guy. He's in here. We'll boot him as well. Let me scroll down. We got one more, James Babbs. Yeah, we're going to boot him as well. See ya. All right. So those shouldn't come up. And if they do, now they know how to boot everybody off that stream. We won't have those issues anymore. But focusing on game number 3 today, another 2:10 start. It's Colorado and it's Houston. Houston's been a little bit maddening at the plate, but Freeland is a terrible pitcher. Freeland's 12th out of 13 pitchers on my card today. Everything is high. ERA minus isn't that bad. FIP minus is bad. XFIP minus is elevated. ERA is elevated. 4.97 XFIP, 4.97 Sierra number. He should get cracked today. Do I have these starting lineups in this game? That's what I want to look at here. I do have Colorado's, but that's not the angle. We're playing with Alexander. I have Alexander. He's got decent statistics, 2.68 ERA over the past 60 days, so we're not focused on that aspect. But we are focused on the Houston side. Hard hit contact rate, Pena, yes. Correa, yes. Altuve, yes. Alvarez only one at bat against left-handed pitching, so we can't include him. Christian Walker, yes. Low numbers on Diaz, Dubon, Smith. Higher numbers on Chas McCormick. I don't love that number of hard hit contact rate for Houston. But when you're looking at some of the rates here for Kyle Freeland, hard hit percentage in the last game, 80%. 5 innings pitched, 5 earned runs. Before that, 72 pitches, 4 innings pitched at Colorado versus the Dodgers, 2 earned runs, which was a pretty good start for him. 50% contact rate. The game before that, at St. Louis, 7 1/3 innings pitched, no earned runs, and a hard contact rate of 81%. See how that doesn't make sense? Like, how do you have a hard contact rate of 8 out of every 10 batters and you shut him out? That's why he's not a good analytical guy. He's just not. So he should get hit today. But Houston, if I write down as a possibility on the card today, absolutely it is. Absolutely it is. Yeah, we're kicking the kick. We're kicking the kick out here. Yes, booted. Don't bother up my boys in the chat box that want to get through here. Knock it off. Ace Raw wants to get in. Francisco wants to get in. Aaron wants to get in. The boys want to get popping in here. They want to have some fun. We don't need Kick coming in here, streaming, saying, hey, man, add me. I ain't adding nobody on Kick. Stop it, madness. Watch, sit back, relax, and enjoy at this point. Okay. Houston is a possibility today. They are massive favorites. Minus 235, minus 250, but depending where you're shopping at. 8.5 as a total. Let's get to the next game on the card. You know my guy. It's Miles Michaelis. You know that, man. You know it. Whenever I hear Miles Michaelis, he used to come out to this, boy. It's Uptown Anthem. Hey, let's go. Hammer time. Hammer time on this guy. His last 60 days, a 144 ERA minus, a 168 FIP minus, a 120 xFIP minus, a 593 ERA, a 496 xFIP, a 5.03 Sierra. So we have Houston, we will write down, just not even out of spite. Michaelis is terrible, so Pittsburgh comes here. If we look at Pittsburgh's lineup, here's what you like too. By the way, St. Louis Cardinals today going against Ashcraft, he's been really good. Really good. Their hard hit contact rate is high, 80-degree temperatures. You like to see that. But I'm focused on Pittsburgh. Last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 starts for Miles Michaelis. 2 earned, 5 earned, 2 earned, 3 earned, 4 earned. Not a shutdown pitcher, we know that. Hard hit contact rate in his last game was only 37%, still gave up 4 earned runs, which is hilarious. He doesn't give up a lot of hard contact, but he's just a sucky pitcher overall. It's not even a great lineup for Pittsburgh, but sometimes you just have to go with the fades at this point. Remember 2 nights ago, over 7.5, where Pittsburgh scored 7 times in the first 2 innings themselves on an 8-3 victory, which went to 11 runs. We only needed 8 in that environment. Smashing. Like Miles Michaelis probably has to be, I mean, almost identical. Yes, as I should say, should be on your card. Moving into the other afternoon game, Chicago and San Francisco. Don't like the game at all. That's Imanaga versus Webb. Total 7 across the board, roughly a pick 'em. You saw last night an explosion from San Francisco. I don't think we obviously get an explosion today, but I don't love either matchup in that point. Pitchers here, I got Imanaga 5th on my card, 3.43 ERA, 4.07 xFIP number, and then Logan Webb, who has some spotty points here. Let me just go to Logan Webb's numbers, by the way. Logan Webb, 6 innings pitched, 1 earned run last time out, 7 innings pitched, no earned runs the time before that. Did go up 4 and had like that real streak in July where he was a bad pitcher, but looks like he snapped back out of it. We're not going to fade him at all. And he comes in 4th on my card. Atlanta and Philadelphia. I'll be at the game tonight, by the way. Citizens Bank Ballpark. Nice night for a game. For football season, that crunch begins. We got a bad pitcher on the mound. It's Cal Quantrill. He's got a 5.66 ERA, a 4.88 xFIP number, and a 4.93 Sierra number. The Philadelphia Phillies were terrible yesterday at the plate against a kid they hadn't saw. Cal Quantrill was really bad. Hard hit contact rate for the Phillies. We got 8 out of 9 batters against right-handed pitching over the past month, crunching it. That includes Turner, Harper, Real Muto, Schwarber, Bohm, Marsh, Stott, and Bader. That's the anticipated starting lineup tonight. So if we're factoring in where we probably have to go, Philadelphia. So we'll put the Phillies in there along with Houston, along with Pittsburgh, as opportunities that make a lot of sense here. They do. Nice night in Philadelphia, 75 degrees, 6-7 mile an hour winds blowing out there. Harris, Profar, Turner, Casty, JT, Homer. Yeah, I like it, Aaron. I do. I think it makes sense. Nola's been struggling, but I don't have enough innings on Aaron Nola to make a decision on whether or not Atlanta absolutely claps them. But if you're looking for hard contact rate against righties, just on that lineup tonight, Profar, Olsen, Acuna, Drake Baldwin, Marcell Ozuna, and Michael Harris. We probably should see a total tonight. But that total's high, by the way. Phillies are a minus 188 favorite to minus 190. That total's 9.5. You need 10 runs. But we should be getting runs from a Philadelphia side. I do believe that. Quantrill should get smacked around. It's one of those where the Phillies get swept in New York, embarrassing. Oh, no, you take them the next night, they score 5 runs in the first 3 innings. Hoping that's the case. But that's usually the way it sort of plays out at that time. Okay. Miami and New York. That's the Mets. Mets are hot. Mets are still at home. Got to tell you, I like the Mets tonight. And I'm going to tell you why in a second. Hard hit contact rate against righties, phenomenal throughout the season. Last 30 days, really good. Lindor, Soto, Alonso, Nimmo, Vientos, McNeil, Beatty, Torrens, and Mullins, all over 40% contact rate against righties over the past month. That's fantastic. That's fantastic. Chris Reppert says, give me Pittsburgh money line. Yeah. Pitcher. Anytime Michaelis is on the mound, aren't we just fading them just to fade them? I mean, come on. Absolutely. But let me get back to the Mets here as we take a look. Mazer is on the mound. We don't have a lot of statistics on Mazer. But if we put the numbers in and just go over his game log in the majors, 1 start this year, June 18th, 2025, against the Philadelphia Phillies at home. Great pitcher's ballpark. 5 2/3 innings pitched, 4 earned runs, smacked them around. Gave up a home run, gave up 5 hits. His xFIP for that game was a 5.64. You say, all right, Donnie, that's only one game, which, again, there are levels to this. Let's get to his minor league starts. And if we go back, he's had a lot of them. 19 games he started in the minors this year. 6-7 overall, ERA 4.36 in the minors. Comes up for one game against the Phillies, gets shelled. And that was in Florida. And that was in Miami, which is a very good pitcher's ballpark. Citi Field is a pitcher's ballpark, but certainly he's not pitching at home, and I think we'll take Citi Field over that dome in Miami any day. Last couple starts in the minors, August 21st. 4 innings pitched, that's it, 2 earned runs. Not very good. Before that, 4 innings pitched, 4 earned runs. Ridiculously bad. Had a very good start. 5 innings pitched, no earned runs against the Milwaukee AAA affiliate. But look at then this next cluster of games. August 2nd, 5 innings pitched, 5 earned runs. July 27th, 4 2/3 innings pitched, 4 earned runs. 5 innings pitched, 2 earned runs. 5 innings pitched, 4 earned runs. 4 2/3, 4 earned runs. 4 1/3, 3 earned runs. I'm telling you right now, I think we got to put those Mets on there. Even though it doesn't fit the exact criteria that we love, Mets are hot at the plate. Mets are home. Nice weather at Citi Field tonight. Bad pitcher out there. What do you say? Aaron says Lindor, Beatty, McNeil, HR. Yeah. It all makes sense. It really does. I think it all makes sense. Let's keep it moving. One final game tonight. New York Yankees, Chicago White Sox. Don't sleep on that White Sox offense. I'm just telling you right now. If you look at the pitcher here, Will Warren today, right? I'll say, all right, Donnie, how's Will Warren done over the past 60 days? It's been a mixed bag. 270 batting average against. Whip rate 1.54. That's bad. Manageable analytical numbers. ERA minus 114. FIP minus 121. xFIP minus 109. Manageable. ERA 4.62, that's high. FIP rate 4.57, that's high. CR rate 4.75, that's high. Did you remember 2 nights ago when we took the Pittsburgh Pirates against St. Louis with 2 horrendous pitchers on the mound and just said, I don't care what the lineups are, they'll eat? They really did eat that night, 11 total runs. So now when I flip it over to the other side and say, okay, well, what am I getting out of Davis Martin? He hasn't been bad. His last 2 starts, quite frankly, his last 3 starts, 5 innings pitched, 3 earned runs. 6 innings pitched, no earned runs. 5 innings pitched, 2 earned runs. He's been really good. But if we're looking analytically, right, he's got a lower ERA minus, which is right around average. FIP minus is a little bit high. xFIP minus is a 115. That's high, 50% higher over the average. 426 ERA, not total disaster, but bad. High xFIP number, high Sierra number. Look at that Yankees lineup tonight. Every single batter, hard contact rate against right-handed pitching over the past month has been spectacular. Are there great hitting conditions in Chicago today? Not necessarily. About 70-degree temperatures, and you take a look at a wind blowing right to left around 10 miles per hour. This is one of those games where we have time on tonight, but this feels like we might be taking a total in this game because I don't like to pass up 2 good lineups against 2 pitchers that should hit. Yes, I understand the Yankees have a better bullpen than Chicago, and maybe they can get some guys to lock it down, but I do think we get runs in that game. So I'm going to circle the Chicago White Sox and the New York Yankees for some capability tonight. Maybe we just switch it over to an all-team total. Maybe we take the total in that game. But for a short card tonight, we got some action that you can really look at, and that's good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, was it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 total teams to look at here? So that'll cover it on the card today. Didn't have to spend too much time, but look at that. 22 minutes. Was it 22 minutes? Yeah, 22 minutes. Nice and clean. Nice and clean. And by the way, just ridiculous how we got to start the show. We don't have any, hey, man, where's the sound? Dumb stuff like that. Is what it is, but I'm feeling good for today. Let's get a little bit of music here, huh? We're going to make money today. 3 straight days at RightWager.com. If you haven't checked out RightWager.com, what are you doing? Head over. By the way, also, NFL Premium picks. Start week number 3. Free picks I'll be giving out all the way through. We'll make some money. We should win more than we lose. But once week 3 is there, I know everything I need to know about a football team, and we will skyrocket for the rest of the season. I'm loving this here. Yeah, Marlins, by the way, do really miss Stowers and Norby. Wish they were back in that lineup because it'd be on a day-to-day basis, be able to take them a little bit easier. But it is what it is. Thank you guys for tuning in once again to today's show. I'm going to be at the Phillies game tonight. I'm going to be betting games. I want everybody in this chat box and who watch this show to win money tonight, get down to business, and have some fun. And the best part about it is tomorrow, we'll do it all over again at noon. Thanks, guys.